Hello and welcome to HD Movie Talk. I am your host, Dean's Beans, and as always, I'm joined by my favorite person who isn't currently in the same country as me. And I'm, of course, talking about Harlan Duffy, aka Fluffy Duffy. Hello.
I didn't know Peyton was in town.
You're just, you're my am I your favorite person that's not in America right now?
Um, I don't know. You do live in the same country as Brett. So, how's that banana? The banana tasting good? I knew you kind of threw me a softball because you were like, I need to take this banana, so I'm gonna ask Harlan this question so he can run like the next 15 seconds. But I did not let you win that one.
I'm gonna be fully honest. I sat down to record this podcast with perhaps the most rogue combination in the world of a full glass of milk.
That is half full.
No, I drank from it while we were on
Oh.
the call, and you just didn't comment on it. And I was like, okay, I've gotten away with the milk. Let's see how he feels about the banana. I'll save that till we start recording. For the people, for our audio watchers, the second Harlan started talking, I just grabbed a
Our
banana
audio watchers.
and took a big bite. Yeah, our audio watchers. Hey,
Hmm.
Harlan, why didn't you explain what we're doing today?
So for our audio watchers, he just took another big old bite out of his banana. Today, if you listened to last week's episode, we
I listened
put
to last week's episode.
thank you, Dean. We put Marvel villains up against DC villains, and today we're doing the same thing, but instead it's Avengers versus the Justice League. So we're going to the first half is going to be us choosing our Avengers team and choosing our Justice League team because there are, I don't know how many, but there are
Many, many, many.
many people who have been in the Avengers at some point, and same for Justice League. You could pretty much assume that if they're a hero in DC or Marvel, they've been in their respective superhero teams.
At some point. So, last time we picked 16 for each team. Are you happy with that again?
Yes.
16 per side, and we'll take it in turns. I'll choose one, you choose one, blah, 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 until we get to 16. So, we'll start with the Avengers. Do you want to choose first, or shall I?
I'll choose first.
Go on, who you choosing?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
You
What
knew
a
that
vote.
was coming.
Yeah, yeah. I'm going to choose Captain America as my first
Okay.
choice.
I do think the next one that is just on the list that has to go is Iron Man.
I had already started writing down Iron Man before you said it. I'm going to say Thor.
Okay. And I do think this is, I don't know. Maybe this is the last one that's kind of a given for our team.
Mhm.
Hulk.
Hulk. I'm going to say Ant-Man. Just for
Interesting. Scarlet Witch.
Scarlet Witch, interesting once again. I'm gonna say Hawkeye.
You know what? I'm surprised you haven't said this yet,
Mhm.
given that I believe he's your favorite Marvel villain. I mean, favorite Marvel hero.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go Vision.
Vision is my favorite Marvel character. I was saving him, but
Oh, well. You took yeah, that.
no, it's all right.
See,
I'm happy you chose him because that
see,
gives.
I went with the other mentality. Is like I want to choose Spider-Man, so I'm gonna say that front and center.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I was like, I'll save him as like a last minute pull out my pocket aha moment. I'm gonna say Black Widow.
Okay. How many are we at?
We're at 10, so we have three choices more each.
Um,
Hear them?
hmm?
Do you want to hear who we've
Sure.
got?
Yeah, just go through them real quick.
Spider-Man, Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, Hulk, Ant-Man, Scarlet Witch, Hawkeye, Vision, Black Widow.
I'm gonna go Doctor Strange.
Good choice. I'm gonna go Captain Marvel.
Mm, um, Wolverine. Does that
Oh, that
count?
was gonna be my next choice. For real,
Well,
for
okay,
real.
good.
Um, I want to. I'm tempted to go something a bit out there, but I can't think of something a bit out there. Oh, a founding member in the comics. I'm gonna go with the Wasp.
The Wasp. Yeah, good choice. And this is the final one for me.
Final choice for you.
I'm going to go Quicksilver.
another solid choice, an early edition in the comics. I'm gonna Google Avengers members just because I don't want to miss anyone big. Because I feel like we are. I mean, we're
But we are
missing
missing one big one.
for real, for real.
For real, for real.
So we've got. Oh, I don't know who you're talking about. Oh,
Um,
oh, okay. I'll go. Black Panther is my choice.
yeah, there
Is
you
that
go.
who you meant?
Yeah.
Okay, that is a big one. You're right. That was easier than choosing the villains.
Now what there's less I it might be harder. Well, I don't know. It might be harder for Justice League.
We'll see. We haven't had like 40 films to judge these characters off. What are you looking at right now? What's your cat doing?
You seriously don't hear him on the microphone?
I don't hear Ned at all.
That's good. Because he's screaming.
How's Ned been finding living in an apartment?
He doesn't like it.
Has he not grown
He's not a
to?
fan.
Has he not grown accustomed to it yet?
Mm, no.
He must be better.
Kind of. We were on the couch napping together before we started recording. So maybe he's just up now.
When I met Ned, he was a house cat. Now he's an apartment cat.
He's a city cat.
He's a city cat now, just like you. When I met you, you were a suburban cat. Now you're a city cat. Should
Okay, let's go on to DC characters. Yeah. Let's save you from this bit.
Thank you. My first choice has to be Superman.
Okay, and my first choice has to be Batman.
That was another one I started writing before you said it because I knew what you were going to say. I'm going to have to go Wonder Woman.
The Flash.
Yeah, solid. But the easy ones, I'm going to go Green Lantern. Let's say Hal Jordan, just to,
Yeah. Billy Bats Shazam.
Shazam is a solid choice. Not expecting it. I'm going to go with Martian Manhunter.
Aquaman. We haven't said him yet.
Solid once again. A lot of respect is being shown in this room so far, and I'm happy with that.
I think this is where we just ran out of the classic.
Not really. There's a few more classic members, and I'm not going to choose one. Actually, I will. I'll go Green Arrow.
Yeah, see, that's where I would maybe. That's maybe.
Yeah.
I'm going to go. Let's go. Hawk Girl.
Hawk Girl is such a rogue choice. I'm going to go Cyborg.
I think Dr. Fate is who I'm going to go next.
Interesting. I'm just checking we've got everyone. Yeah, we've got them, a lot of the main ones. So I have the opportunity. I'm going to say Supergirl. 2 more choices each.
Blue Beetle. Jaime Reyes.
Yeah, I was about to ask which. Okay, I'm gonna go maybe real outside the box here. So you ready for this?
Yeah.
Nightwing.
I respect that. Nightwing is my favorite Bat family member outside of Batman.
Solid answer. My favorite is Jason Todd, but I can't really say he's a Justice League member, I think. Who's your final pick?
My final pick. I think I'll go Booster Gold.
Oh, once again, solid pick. I'm Googling it now just to see if we missed any big ones because last time we did miss a few big ones.
Which big ones did we miss? Oh, well, just yeah. We
like
talked about
Zatanna, but that's fine.
I don't really know Zatanna that well.
Yeah, Black Canary, Red Tornado was someone I had in mind.
Red Tornado is cool.
Yeah, Plastic Man and Firestorm, but I think we got I think our list is respectable for both.
So wait, what was your last one you chose?
I chose Nightwing.
That's your last one?
That was my last one because
okay.
Because that brings us up to 16 in each list. We're now going to pause, create our brackets, and then we'll be back here in this room. What are your final words of this little segment?
Thank
you, Harlan, for those really insightful thoughts. I think I will have to cut them though, just because they were so racist. Should we jump into our
Okay. No. I feel the need to clarify that that was a bit, and I was not going on a 20-minute racist tangent.
Oh, we just had polite small talk. Okay, are you ready to do this bracket tournament thingy?
I'm so ready.
Question number one. What exactly are we ranking these characters on?
How closely they are related to Spider-Man?
No.
Oh,
No,
I
no,
forgot. I got
no,
confused.
you're actually just stupid. And really, every day I talk to you, I'm just more and more shocked and
Okay,
disappointed.
well, shut up. Because before I went to class today, I played one game of Fortnite, a solo, and I got 16 eliminations.
Did you win?
Yes, and I won.
Okay. Just what time was your class?
12:30.
Okay. If you said like 9 a.m., I was gonna be like, that's real sad, mate. That's real sad. You're like, let's reset my alarm extra early so I can wake up in time for Fortnite.
It's Fortnite time. Okay,
Okay, what are we
but
ranking them on?
well, when I asked you this earlier, you gave me an answer, and I got confused,
Sorry, I used words which had more than two syllables.
which is a established rule for this podcast. You know you can't do that.
So, what do you think we should rank them on, Bucko?
I think it should. So last round we did what is just like the better character.
What is the better Batman villain we did?
Yeah, what it so like not just who's the better villain
Yes,
in like
for the
relation,
respective character.
but we can't really do that here because they're just heroes. And you know what I mean? Like they're
Because
we
none of
can't
them are
like be like
Spider-Man or Batman villains.
no, they're not. Um, so I like should we be like how good of a character they are, like how interesting they
Should
are?
we say how interesting they are as a part of the team?
Sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So how interesting they are as a part of the team.
Yes.
And kicking us off in the first one is a little contentious already. In this first round, we've got some big head-to-heads, is all I'm gonna say. We've got Green Lantern and Spider-Man. Can I open
So
up this conversation by saying one thing?
yeah,
Spider-Man, I don't traditionally think of as an Avengers member, you know?
but he is.
Yeah.
And okay. So Green Lantern, he's able to summon objects limited to whatever he can imagine.
Do you know what I would summon if I was Green Lantern?
What?
A big hand and it would slap you silly, young man.
Okay. But moving on. Spider-Man, he has a cool power set, but I think where he really comes in handy with the team and his contributions to the team is how smart he is.
Mm-hmm. So how Jordan's smart?
Not necessarily, is he? He's a pilot,
Yeah.
but that's not one of his defining characteristics.
Can I ask you a question?
Yep.
Which of these characters do you think is a more definitive member of their respective team?
Green Lantern.
Can I ask you a second question?
Yeah.
Are Spider-Man's most interesting stories as a part of the Avengers?
No.
Okay, cool. We can choose Spider-Man if you want to. I just wanted, you know.
No. 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 Green Lantern wins.
Wow, I was not expecting that.
It's the right answer.
It is because it's a tricky matchup first round. But when you think Spider-Man, you don't think, oh, member of the Avengers, do you?
No. Can we move on?
If this was a bracket list of who's the biggest loser and who has the saddest life, Spider-Man would win. He has such a sad life.
But can I get a veto though? Is that fair? I
Yeah,
get
sure.
just
You
because
get a
that's
veto.
hard.
You
Okay.
you get a veto unless one character is involved. How's that?
No, I don't think so.
We'll see. We'll see. We can. Okay, next round I think is pretty easy. It's Doctor Fate versus Captain America. Now, if this round was Pierce Brosnan versus Chris Evans, I think I'd have to give it to Pierce Brosnan.
What? Why? That's so okay.
Have you seen Mamma Mia?
Oh, you're just talking about the actors.
Yeah,
Have you seen
The Grey Man.
The Gray Man? Yes, I have. With
We watched it.
Unfortunate Company.
You watched it in this very room I'm sitting in right now.
That is insane.
What are the chances Captain America wins?
Captain America wins. Yeah. Dr. Fate is cool, and he's a pretty integral part to the Justice League sometimes.
Yeah, but
But
he's
Captain
also like a
America.
member of the Justice Society a lot, and he's not tied up
So
to the team.
next for the next bracket, we have
Supergirl the Hulk. Now,
now.
in the
Do you want to go or
comics,
should I go?
I'll go
You go. You go. You go.
because my opinion is more important.
You are British, so
Yeah, I don't actually have a preference here, but I feel like the Hulk's the obvious choice. But
I do.
just to say one thing, anti-Hulk. Traditionally in the comics, most of his time is like he shows up for one comic and he's like, "Oh, you guys don't trust me, you don't like me, I'm gonna leave for ages," and he just goes away for like 10 years. And then he comes back and he's like, "I'll join the team." And he's like, "Oh, no one likes me."
But I agree, and I think the only reason Supergirl is down a peg is because
She's
like
a woman.
Superman, iconic to Justice League, and like Supergirl is there sometimes.
Yeah,
I don't
100%.
necessarily think of her as a Justice League member.
Both of them are there sometimes, but it's got to go to the big old
Yeah,
green Goliath.
it's just because when you think of the Avengers, you think of Hulk,
Mm,
towering over all of them.
yeah. Next one's a bit of a tricky one. Booster Gold v Vision.
Booster Gold, I think, might be the most unknown character on this list.
Maybe. But this might just be my bias. But once again, I think this is one of those examples where Booster Gold's strongest parts of his character aren't really tied to the Justice League or as a member of the Justice League.
Right.
Where like
Whereas,
Vision was created in an Avengers comic. Like I feel like, he hasn't had a lot of solo stuff.
yeah, like you could make the argument that like Vision is the most Avenger character. Like
Yeah.
he's made for the Avengers, always
Yeah.
is in the Avengers. So
Yeah, yeah. He's only recently really had his own solo stuff.
right, and that's because he's popular in
Yeah. So
movies.
Vision wins. Next up we have Superman v Black Panther.
So I would argue
I'd
that
like
if
to.
this was a different ranking, if
Uh-huh.
this was
Who appears in the best?
just going on iconic characters,
Uh-huh.
Black Panther and Superman would have a different it would be a different ranking, like there would be a different argument.
Uh-huh.
But when you think of Justice League, really the first person that comes to mind is Superman.
Yeah. I think like Black Panther is rarely a leader of the team, and he's rarely like an integral part. Like he's an integral part, but he's rarely like that core guy that's takes the front and center.
Right, because Black Panther, like he has his own like
He's got his own deal.
essential world. Like
Yeah.
he is doing his own thing most of the time. And when he's in the Avengers, it's like it's a special event and it's like
Yeah.
with Black Panther.
And I'm
Because
going to say it's a darn shame we're getting rid of him so early.
hey,
Well,
we had to get rid of Spider-Man too.
Yeah, this is just the way these random rankings are working.
Yep.
Next up is Shazam versus Iron Man.
Um. Well, I mean, Shazam. I would argue maybe this is the closest we have gotten to two members being so closely linked to their respective teams.
Yeah,
Like Iron Man is a huge part of the Avengers, and
founding member,
Shazam is a
baby.
huge part of the Justice League.
Yeah.
Um, they're both founding members, right?
I don't know. Shazam's not. I don't. In the comics, no, I don't believe so. Can I? Are you googling it?
Yeah.
Give me the number of founding members, and I'll tell you who they are. Because I feel like I know, but I don't know.
7.
Pardon?
7.
7. So, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, The Flash, Green Lantern. I'm going to go Martian Manhunter.
Mm-hmm.
Did I say Aquaman?
Nope.
Aquaman.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's them.
So Iron Man. It's got to be Iron Man.
Yeah, that's true. But with that said, like, Shazam was like the first DC hero, kind of. Not
Yeah.
the first, but
Yeah.
pretty close.
He's up there. Next one is an interesting one. It's
Hmm.
Nightwing v Doctor Strange.
This is interesting because I would argue neither of which,
Are defined by these teams.
right.
Personally, I prefer Nightwing as a character to Doctor Strange.
Me too.
But I think as a team member, Doctor Strange has to be given the edge. Because I think when you think Nightwing, you think Teen Titans.
I don't well when I think Robin, I think Teen Titans, if anything.
That's true.
Um,
But
but
Nightwing as a character was introduced in a Teen Titans comic.
was he really?
I found that out today.
But I agree with you. Doctor Strange is more of an iconic event, but neither of which are iconic team members in their own right. I'd
Yeah.
argue.
Yeah. Nightwing, I really enjoy as part of the Justice League. This is the kind of comics experience I'm used to. I saw like a few comic panels online recently of when like Wonder Woman and Superman were going off planet and they chose Nightwing to lead the Justice League. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool.
Interesting. Was it what we just did? Iron Man and Shazam?
Yes.
That's so because we just went from two of the most iconic DC Marvel characters to two of the least iconic in terms of their being
Yeah, in terms of the team. That's it's good observation. There's also that sick Batman panel where Batman's talking to Dick Grayson, Robin, and Robin's like, "Hey, I'm gonna be on the Justice League one day," and then Batman goes, "No, you're gonna lead it," and I'm like, "Yeah, that's pretty sick, Batman."
That is cool.
Anyway, next up, two founding members, Martian Manhunter v Hawkeye.
That's true.
This is a real tricky one.
This is tricky because
both of them are kind of defined by their team.
Right, because like whereas Shazam and Iron Man are huge characters in their own right, like not attached to the Avengers or Justice League.
Yeah.
These two, like nobody cares about them outside of the team.
Yeah, exactly. And oh, I know which character I prefer, but I don't know which one I'd rather see through here.
I think it should go to Hawkeye.
Why is that?
Because Martian Manhunter isn't always there.
Yeah.
Martian Manhunter usually is.
Yeah, he's often in like I lied when they said that I said they're both founding members. Actually, Hawkeye isn't a founding member in the comics. I apologize.
Is he not?
No, the founding member in the comics are Hulk, Iron Man, Thor, Wasp, and Ant-Man, and then Captain America joins, and then it's Scarlet Witch and Hawkeye. No, then it's Hawkeye and Black Widow, and then it's Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver.
Yeah.
So Captain America isn't even a founding member. I'm happy to go with Hawkeye. I may go Martian Manhunter personally, but I don't feel strongly enough to argue it.
Then let's go Hawkeye.
What about that bit in Zack Snyder's Justice League where Martha Kent is like, "Hey, I'm Martian Manhunter, and I'm also that military guy, and also I'm just standing in an apartment hallway. I'm gonna go home now. Bye."
It's such a bad movie. Okay, moving on.
Bad movie. Okay, Batman v Quicksilver. 3, 2, 1.
Quicksilver.
Batman. No,
I'm kidding. Batman. Batman.
silly Billy. You're so silly sometimes. You're so silly.
That's me.
Next up, Blibbly. We got 2 insects.
We do have the insect off.
Insect off. Blue Beetle v the Wasp. One of them's a founding member.
That's true.
One of them's Blue Beetle.
It's the Wasp. Like that. This is probably our easiest 2 brackets in a row.
Yeah.
Just
I think
the Jaime Reyes.
I think this next one is a bit of a tricky one. The
Are
Flash.
These are 2 founding members, right?
Yeah, 2 founding members in the comics. The Flash v Ant-Man.
Well, I don't know if this factors in,
Okay.
but the Flash has a lot to do with the Justice League, but he also has a lot to do himself. Like he has his own separated universe, not universe, but comic run. Ant-Man, he does, but it's not nearly as iconic. But I don't know if that necessarily has to do with it. Like they both have their own solo missions, but the Flash is just more.
You could name me 10 Flash villains quite easily. I don't think you'd be able to name me 10 Ant-Man villains.
Right.
But the Flash is more iconic, I think, as a member.
Yeah, I'd agree with you. But also, this is not has to do with anything at all, but the title of this bracket is Spider-Man versus Batman. Could we have fixed that capitalized A?
No. Also, it's not, this bracket isn't even about Spider-Man v Batman.
It isn't. You didn't even change it. Change it now.
No, I don't
change it now.
What button do I press? The things come up. Do I press this button?
Yeah.
I can't press it. The toolbar is in the way. The zoom. No one can see this, but the zoom toolbar is blocking it from my view.
Oh no. Oh no.
What's going on? Oh, it's okay. It's to make no. Okay, I'm just gonna go. It's gonna be Spider-Man v Batman, Av v Jail. People who are listening right now are like, what is going
so
on?
Confused. Dean is kind of just failing at everything. So
I haven't clicked the wrong box once yet this week. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been.
Oh, that's true. You haven't. Look at you.
I've been really trying.
Rockstar.
Next up, the Flash.
But we chose the Flash.
Yeah, I think it is the Flash. I mean, that's a close one. That's a real close one. Next up, another interesting one is Aquaman v Wolverine.
So this is interesting.
Can I make a case? Yeah, go on.
I think I know the case you're going to make, and I think I'm going to make that same case.
So the case I'm going to make, I don't know if you're going to agree. Wolverine, like at least from the comics perspective, represents the entire mutant population within the Avengers, because there's quite a few mutants which become members of the Justice League, and I think that's always an interesting mix where you get like a mutant who's an X-Men in the Avengers, and like the Wolverine represents all of that.
True.
But what's your case?
Well, Aquaman is a founding member.
Yeah.
Wolverine is not. But when I think of, if you were like, what's the iconic team that Wolverine is a part of?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say the Avengers.
I would say the Justice League.
Yeah, and I'd be like, you're wrong. Wrong as always, Dean.
No.
Wrong as always.
No.
And then I'd watch The Gray Man for the 5th time.
I've only seen The Gray Man once.
Yeah, you're going to watch it 4 times.
The Grey Man isn't that bad.
No, it's not good either. So I think it should go to Aquaman.
You're right. It should go to Aquaman, but um, I lost what I was going to say.
I do think though, looking at this, the DC has more of a jump on Marvel because Justice League has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 founding members, and Marvel only has 5.
That's very true, but you'd count Captain America as a founding member, I guess.
Yeah.
But
Well, yeah,
also,
because
I would give. I feel like the Avengers have a slight advantage in the fact that I feel like more often we're getting Justice League members who are also members of other teams.
right, that's true. Okay.
Speaking of which, this is an interesting one in terms of like who the characters are. Green Arrow v
Mhm.
Black Widow, two very ground level human characters as a part of their respective teams.
So I will say, like the original Justice League,
Yes.
looking at this Google result, the original team consisted of Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Flash, Green Lantern, Martian Manhunter, and Aquaman, but also featured people such as Green Arrow. So, like Green Arrow, I think was in the original comics, wasn't a part of the official Justice League team. However, Black Widow was basically like the first addition to the team after its first.
Apart from Captain America.
Right, apart from Captain America.
But also, I think she was introduced as a villain.
Was she?
I believe she was originally a villain, and then she was like, "Actually, I'm a good guy," and that's why there's all that stuff in the first Avengers film where Joss Whedon is like, "Hey, I think it'd be really funny if Ezra Miller falls on her boobs." Oh no, that's a different film. Sorry.
Oops. Um. So with that said, how are you feeling? Like, who do you think? I think personally, it should be Black Widow, but that's only I think because I know Black Widow more
Yeah,
than
Green
Green
Arrow is a
Arrow,
real solid character, and I think he's a real cool addition to the team because
and
he
he's really
brings,
fun in Injustice too.
yeah, he brings like a different personality to the team. I don't know.
But I will say that I think Black Widow is more of an iconic Avengers member than Green Arrow is part of Justice League.
But is that just because the Avengers are nowadays more iconic than your Justice League?
Yes, but I mean, who's making this list?
Yeah.
People from the '60s? No.
Hey, you don't know me. Okay, I think we can go with Black Widow.
Okay.
I'm not happy with it.
No,
But
never
I'll
mind.
commit.
I'm
I'll
not using
commit.
my video.
Next up, I have a firm opinion on this.
Okay. But
One, this is a
the
big one.
coolest. This is the coolest one because it's the team's gods against going against each
Yeah,
other.
so it's Wonder Woman v Thor, who is the better member of their respective team. They're very similar. It's like people from a different world.
They're both founding members.
Both like within their respective universes, Trinity, sort of, except the Marvel Trinity isn't really a thing. For me, it's got to go Wonder Woman.
I think so too.
Like Thor's great, but like if you were to like if you said to someone name a female superhero, like 90% chance they go Wonder Woman. And
Yeah.
I think if you're like name a Justice League member, I think Wonder Woman is always the third character people would name. Where like in the Avengers, once you go Iron Man, Captain America, I think there's like 5 different ways someone could choose from that. But I think if you like name Justice League members, people will always go Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman.
Yeah, and I think I feel like Wonder Woman constantly has so much more to do in the stories, including
That
her. Like
is very true.
Thor always seems like he was a second thought, and they're
He's
like,
just the
how
muscle.
do we fit Thor in here?
Yeah.
But Wonder Woman always has something more interesting to do.
Can I give you another thought?
What?
Wonder Woman! Okay, moving on. Next, we have Hawk Girl versus Scarlet Witch.
No, you said that wrong.
What?
It's Hawk Girl versus Scarlet Witch.
What? Is Scarlet Witch spelled with one T? The thing, I feel like you're right, and it is spelled with one T, but I think I wrote it with two T's because Scarlett Johansson is spelled with two T's or something like that.
Sure about
No,
that? Yeah, because you're wrong about. Oh no, you are right about that one.
yeah, and I feel like that's why I get confused because I'm like I'm thinking Avengers and I go Scarlett Johansson and I'm like, wait, no, Scarlet Witch.
Mm,
Does Scarlet
that
Witch
makes
win?
sense. Yeah, she does win. I like Hawk Girl is like an iconic Justice League member from the cartoon.
Yeah. Also, once again, Justice Society member. Yeah.
And
But
sorry,
Scarlet Witch,
Cyborg. So next we have Cyborg versus Captain America.
Captain America wins.
Captain America, easy dub.
Once again, Cyborg, kind of Justice Society.
Yeah, and Teen Titans.
And Teen Titans. Wait, no,
All right,
that's
so let's just do a
I
quick
meant
little
to
recap.
say Teen Titans. I didn't mean to say it.
What'd you say?
I didn't mean to say Justice Society because he's not in the Justice Society.
Oh,
It's a real
you silly goose.
stupid thing to me to say, you
All right.
stupid idiot.
Let's
Dude, you're
do a quick
stupid
refresh,
idiot.
see how much we have Marvel and how much we have.
Yeah, I'm just doing the maths right now. So currently one more Marvel, or two more Marvel. Wait a second. Why is Captain America on this list twice?
We could just make it Sam Wilson.
Sure, let's say Sam Wilson beat Cyborg.
Oh, in that case.
I think Sam Wilson beat Cyborg. Who
Okay.
did? Who are we missing? Who have we not spoken about? Because if it's someone pretty big, that's embarrassing. Captain Marvel. It was meant to be Captain Marvel, not Captain America.
Oh no. I still think Captain Marvel would win over
Yeah,
Cyborg.
Captain Marvel wins. Just give me 1 second to fix this egregious error I've made.
I can't believe you, you sexist piece.
This is the two people we forgot.
Unbelievable.
Do you remember I made the little joke that we forgot them because they're black and a woman?
Yeah, I remember that joke you made.
No, you made it.
No, I did not make that joke.
We're back. I did earlier on. I did say, "Oh, we forgot Cyborg and Captain Marvel." And then Harlan said a horrible joke, which I'm not going to repeat.
Yeah.
Currently, there's more Marvel characters.
Are there more Marvel characters?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Oh, interesting.
Shall we persevere?
Let's persevere, mate.
Next up, Green Lantern v Captain America. I think Captain America has to win.
Yep.
Easy dub for Captain America. Next up, Hulk v Vision. I feel like I got to go Hulk.
Yeah. Okay. So I agree with you, but yes, because when you think of the Avengers, when you think of the like, you're just picturing the Avengers. You're gonna think of Hulk before you think of Vision.
Yeah.
I do think that Vision is more like Vision is probably the most Avengers character, but
Yeah.
Hulk is just more of an iconic member.
Yeah. Do you know what the plot of the first Avengers comic was?
Are they trying to? No, I don't. I don't know what it was.
Loki was doing some evil stuff, and they're like, "Hey, let's go stop Loki." But then actually, Loki was like, I'm gonna mind control the Hulk," and then the Hulk started fighting the Avengers, and then the
That's no
Avengers
good.
Hulk,
That's not
and
good.
then they defeated Loki.
All right, who's next?
This is a big one.
Mm-hmm.
This is a really big one, which I have strong feelings about, as I'm sure you can imagine. Superman v Iron Man. I think it's going to go to Superman.
I agree with you, and here's why.
Oh, good. Go on.
If you take Iron Man out of the Avengers,
Yeah.
people would be okay with that. There would be a little bit of disruption, but like he's more of a cyclable character than Superman.
Yeah.
Justice League without Superman sounds weird.
We've seen a film like that, and he only shows up at the end, and it's a bad film.
Mm-hmm.
We
So
There's
we'll
two
say
films like
Superman.
that. It's the
I
same
still have
film.
my veto, by the way.
I know you do, and I'm scared. Okay, Doctor Strange v Hawkeye. Hawkeye, I think it's got to be.
Hawkeye would have to win. Yeah.
Yeah. As a member of the team, Hawkeye. Sorry, Doctor Strange. Okay. Easy one. Batman v the Wasp. 3-2-1. Batman.
Batman. Both founding members, though, so it is a little tricky. But
It
Batman's
is.
way
But one
more
of them's
iconic.
freaking Batman. Next up, The Flash v Aquaman. This is that classic case where I think Aquaman has more to do within the team than the Flash does. But does that mean he's better?
Both have their own fleshed out stories.
Yeah.
We can give this one to Aquaman.
Do you think?
I don't know. It's tricky.
I don't know either.
They're honestly tied for me, and it's a heads up, but just the fact that Aquaman does more for the Justice League.
Yeah, and like as a king, I think that's an interesting element.
Yeah.
But I kind of want to go for the Flash now. I'm thinking about it because I
Why?
think his personality plays better with a lot of the Justice League members than Aquaman's does. Of kind of being like a cocky, speedy guy.
Yeah, but I do like the Flash more as a character.
Mm-hmm. What do
He
you
might
think?
be my second favorite DC character.
After,
Batman.
no. Let me think of a funny joke here. Give me a minute. I'll think of something real funny. It's going to proper make you laugh.
I'm so excited.
Unlike bloody Slipknot from Suicide Squad.
Wow, what a good one. All right, we can go the Flash if you feel if you feel strongly enough about it.
I personally want to go Flash, so I'm happy.
Okay, we'll do Flash. We'll do Flash. I'm happy with that.
Okay. Black Widow v Wonder Woman, probably the most iconic woman from each team. I think it's going to be Wonder Woman.
Yeah, it has to be Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman feels like not only like she like is one of the coolest, if not like she makes sense on the team. Black Widow feels
Wonder Woman could lead the team.
Yeah, she could easily.
Now, this next one I think is really interesting. We've got Scarlet Witch v Captain Marvel.
I honestly feel like Scarlet Witch is more of an iconic Avengers member than Captain Marvel.
You think Scarlet Witch
feel like
could
most
be
of
the X-Men though?
That's
Just
true.
advocate.
But Captain Marvel is so often off doing her own thing.
Yeah.
Whereas Scarlet Witch, like although she has been the X-Men, I think of her primarily as an Avengers member. I don't think of Captain Marvel primarily as an Avengers member.
So do you want to go Scarlet Witch?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm happy with that. I'm not too fussy. Okay, last time we had more Marvel, didn't we? Let's see who we have more of this time. We have one more DC character.
Is it one more?
Yeah.
Wait, it's
This
one
is
and
Marvel
one.
v DC, Marvel v DC, Marvel v DC, DC.
No, that's Marvel. Up there is on top of Marvel.
You're right. It's tied. So currently, Marvel are in the second round they were winning by a bit. We're now in the third round, the quarterfinals.
Mm-hmm.
Starting off, we have Captain America v the Hulk. I think it's got to be Captain America.
Me too.
I think these are a few easy rounds, to be perfectly honest. Captain America beats out the Hulk. Superman v Hawkeye, easily Superman.
Yes, easily Superman.
Easily Superman. Which sets up an interesting battle for later. Batman v the Flash has to be Batman.
It has to be Batman.
It's always got to be Batman. And then we have Wonder Woman v Scarlet Witch. I'm going Wonder Woman, yeah.
Oh, man.
So that means DC is winning. And these are two really interesting fights.
Yeah.
Okay, Captain America or Superman? What are your thoughts here? Very similar characters, both of them very integral to their teams. Both of them are like not really the leaders, but like pretty much the leaders.
They're like leaders for morale.
Yeah.
They serve the exact same purpose in each team.
Mm-hmm.
They both are American icons.
Yeah, apart from the fact that Superman's better at kicking butt than Captain America.
That's true, but that's not what we're judging. That's not what's I. Oh man,
It's tricky, isn't it?
I gotta go Captain America.
What's making you say that?
I just feel like he is a more iconic and integral part to the Avengers than Justice League. And he was kind of Captain America was the catalyst to create the Avengers.
Hmm. I
The
would go
Avengers
that
wouldn't
way.
exist without him.
In what?
And any I don't know a lot about the comics. I know about
I'm going to be
the
honest. I
general
know
lore.
nothing about the formation of the Justice League in the comics. I know they fought
Me
Starlight.
either. Well, what I can assume is that both just wanted to have two teams together, and they just like put them together. Just didn't have much of a rhyme or reason for it, and that was kind of established later on. Um,
Hey. Superman's a founding member.
that's true, but Captain America was almost a founding member, and he is just as iconic in that team as Superman. But I think he just beats him. He just beats Superman, and I'm using my veto.
I will accept this on one term
What?
that I can be a founding member of the Harlan's a Big Dumb Idiot Club.
Yes, you can.
Yes, I'm a founding
Wait,
member.
actually, you can't. That club was started years ago.
No, but I want to be like, I want to
You
be
can
like,
start the British. You can start the British
no, I want to be
club.
backdated as a founding member.
Ah, I can't. I don't. That's. I'll do it. I'll try to figure it out, but no promises.
Hey, as long as you do your best
I'll do my
as a
my
big dumb
darn
idiot.
hardest.
Is that why I called you a big dumb idiot?
What'd you call me?
I don't know. Okay,
Okay.
this next one's an interesting one.
This is.
And I think we're going to disagree once again.
I think so.
Batman v Wonder Woman.
I love Batman.
Wonder Woman. Yeah, I know you love. I love Batman as a character. I probably prefer Batman to Wonder Woman. How did you know I was
Batman.
going to disagree with you on this?
Because I hate you. Um, Batman supplies the entire team with the tech.
Yeah, but Wonder Woman's just sick.
So is Batman.
Let me just give me a minute to think of an argument here. I think Wonder Woman, Batman has a lot going on outside the Justice League.
Batman's the leader of the team.
I think. Hey, you didn't. Yeah, you didn't let me finish my point.
I'm sorry.
Batman has a lot going on outside the team.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman has less.
And I agree with you. And that has been a point we've been making earlier on. But I think that point only becomes valid when they're equal in how iconic they are to the team.
I think they are equal in how iconic they are in the team.
I
I
think
don't.
Batman just beats her out.
I
But
don't
also,
think.
Wonder Woman has a lot of lore too, with like Themyscira and all that.
I think they are just as equal to the team because I don't think you could ever make an iteration of like if you were making like a TV show or a film or whatever about the Justice League without
And
one.
also think how much of Batman's rogues gallery is something the Justice League fights.
Who, other than Joker? Because
Um,
the Justice League fight Cheetah as well, and they fight Ares.
see, this is hard because I think they are so close.
Yeah, because that sometimes they kiss.
Um,
They do in that
literally
Justice League
us.
show. They kiss and they're really close to each other.
Um,
What did you just say?
hmm?
I honestly, oh, I don't know what to go anymore.
Like, okay, I I just think Batman win because he is the leader of the Justice League.
Yeah, but Wonder Woman, okay, we can choose Batman. If you're willing to admit you just hate women.
No, I'm not going to admit that.
Okay, if you can guarantee me as a founding member of the Harlan is a big dumb idiot club. I don't want
I,
any
I
maybes. I want a guarantee.
I'll have to I
No,
have to run it by the board. I
no,
can't.
run it by the border right now, or I'm not clicking anything.
All right, can you just wait a moment?
Yeah, I want. He's on the phone. He's having a chat. He's calling himself because he's a founding member of the Big Dumb Idiot Club. Or maybe I know who's falling. I know who's on the board. The board is his mum. So he's just having a nice chat with his mum right now. Say hi, Jenny. I say hi. I want to talk to Harlan's mum.
So I was
How's your
told
mum?
that the she's great. Why?
You just muted yourself, mate.
The servers are actually down right now. So for them, so they said they get on it as soon as I can.
But is that a guarantee?
Yeah, the person I called is a little flaky, but they should get to it.
What's wrong? Why is your mum flaky?
Is that my mom?
I was your dad.
Yeah.
The two founding members.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
we
being
were the founding members.
I'm being vetoed into a founding member with your mum, who are two great people. You just whispered Batman after I complimented your parents.
Okay. Now here we go.
Captain
Captain
America
America versus
v
Batman.
Batman. Captain America v Batman. I want to go Captain America.
No, I want to go Batman.
Is that just because you're a big old Batman fanboy?
It's not. I honestly think the argument I provided for Wonder Woman goes against It's like the same for Captain America. Like Captain America isn't. He's the Superman of the team, but Batman is.
I think like Thor could be said as the Superman team. I think there's others that like fill the Superman role. I think Captain America, first and foremost, is an Avenger. Like he doesn't have a lot more going on outside of being an Avenger. While Batman, first and foremost, is like the protector of Gotham. He's the father of all these kids. He's like got like hundreds of villains he's up against. Captain America doesn't have that.
That's true, and I'll give it to you for that then.
Okay, thank you. So
Mm-hmm.
we're saying Captain America wins overall.
Yep.
Good on our boy Captain America. Now we've got a few big questions to answer.
What?
Which team do you think has the more solid roster? Which team do you think has come out on top overall in this little experiment?
Um,
Just talk me through your
I
thought.
want to say DC,
Uh-huh.
and the reason I say that is because the main Justice League team has been unwavering. Like the main ensemble has stayed the same throughout the generations. Yeah. Avengers come and go. Like they rotate quite frequently. Yeah.
We found it easier to think of 16 Avengers than 16 Justice League members.
Right. And I think that's why, the first two rounds Marvel was dominating, but they fell off pretty quickly afterwards.
Uh-huh.
We only had one Marvel character in the semifinals.
Yeah.
So DC wins for me.
I think I agree because I think DC has better like relationships between the characters within their team because it is more unchanging. And because these characters have had so much time together, I think people figure out their deal. Like the Flashes, the like smart and cocky one, and Green Lantern
Yeah,
is hot headed, and Superman's the cool leader, and blah blah blah. I think these are more definitive positions within the team.
I
Okay,
agree.
I have one more question to ask you.
Yes.
Do you want to give me a your like ideal roster of 6 for each team?
So like my main 6 Avengers and my main 6
Yeah,
Justice
like
League
if you were
members.
like if there could only be like 6 Avengers for the rest of time, which
And
6?
this is disregarding like how iconic they are, just my personal favorites.
Yes.
Okay. It would be going from starting with DC.
Yeah.
I would go Batman,
Yeah.
Superman,
Yeah.
Wonder Woman,
Yeah.
The Flash.
Yeah.
Um, how am I doing? 6.
That's 4. Yes, you got 2 more.
Um, and then I go um Blue Beetle,
Yeah. Interesting.
Shazam.
Good choices in Avengers. Actually, I'll
Um,
do my Justice League
yeah,
first.
you do your Justice League.
Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman goes without saying.
Mhm.
I want to go Shazam because the idea of him being a kid and a superhero I think is really interesting within the team.
Mhm.
I'd go Aquaman, and then
Really?
I'd go Green Lantern.
Green Lantern and Blue Beetle kind of serve this like
Yeah,
not they're not the same, but they satisfy the same part of my brain, and I like Blue Beetle more. I think he's
that's
cool.
fair enough because you prefer blue to green, while green is my favorite color.
Blue's my favorite color.
We are so cute.
All
My
right, and then
favorite color is
Avengers.
the color of your beanie. Who?
Orange?
No, green. Who are your
Oh,
6 Avengers?
okay. So we gotta go Spider-Man,
Yeah,
Captain America,
yeah,
Iron Man.
yeah.
I'm gonna go Hulk.
Ooh,
Um, and I think it has to be, and then Ant-Man,
yeah.
Wolverine.
That's a real interesting pick. Do you want to hear mine?
Yeah.
Captain America, Scarlet Witch,
Oh, okay.
Vision, Ant-Man, Black Panther, Iron Man.
Interesting. Neither of us
Said Thor.
chose Thor.
Oh,
Crazy.
crazy. Real crazy. What do you think Thor would sound like if he wasn't from Asgard?
He probably sounds something like um he'd probably be
Yeah,
saying something like Mamma mia, I'm still worthy.
thank you. Have you seen those memes where it's like, what if Thor and all the Asgardians actually sounded Swedish? Because that's where the Norse gods are from.
No, I have. Is it silly?
Yeah, because it's like the Swedish chef from the Muppets. It's like,
Oh, that's
hundi hundi
fantastic.
ho, and chicken indi hundi ho, and it's Thor with his big hammer.
That's good. Harlan likes that.
That's where they're
Harlan
all
approves.
from. Anyway, that brings us to the end of today. Adios, guys. Thank you for listening. Today, who knows what next week? Who knows what we're doing? We could be doing one of 100 things. We might just release an hour-long video of us kissing each other.
Promises, promises.
But anyway, what is that? Is that a bottle of what is that a spray bottle of?
Gasoline.
Oh, nice. You destroying the evidence of this podcast afterwards.
No, just in case if I get thirsty.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Harlan,
Yeah.
I don't like talking to you during the week, as we established last week. So,
Okay.
I mean, I have talked to you since we last recorded, but I'll talk to you next week.
Okay. See you uh so I will see you when the next time we record.
Yeah.
So then the next time I will see you is going to be here, let me pull up my calendar. Um
Uh,
the next time I see you
uh,
Well,
Oh,
because the next time, because last time we didn't talk for a week,
yeah.
and then we need to. The next time we talk is going to be